Hello, welcome to Fish and Flower Podcast, a podcast where we
Oh my god.
food. I want to get this going in case I have to do my nails. It's my mom wants to do my nails. My mom may be doing my nails today. It's spooky month. What do you expect? The real horror is...
Can I come out the wall so she can do mine too?
No. Me only.
Damn, so cool.
I did find that she has like 3 different greens that are all very sparkly. And I was like, damn, I wish I knew about these last month. I would have done them for Stingray month.
You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head.
In today's episode, we're eating lunch. We're multitasking. Let's live our lives.
Big salad time, for real.
I'm eating leftover stir fry from last night. Which is, I don't know if you listened to my voice messages, but I did less soy sauce because the recipe calls for low sodium soy sauce. I do not have low sodium soy sauce. So I did like 3/4 amount of soy sauce. Something like that. Damn, is it good?
Did you make it again or was it just the same batch?
No, I made it again.
Time?
Okay,
I was gonna say.
I made it last night. And I was like worried because like when I put it in the pan, it was very much definitely more water, and whatnot. And I was like, I'm hoping like it will evaporate in the cooking, right, in the pan, which it started to do. And then I do this thing where I put the cover on, like when I pan fry dumplings, which like
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I did miss some from yesterday. I'll listen to them later.
Wow.
I did stuff yesterday, Bestie. You have to be proud.
I'm so proud.
And I didn't need no man to do it. I did it all by my damn did so.
Look at you go. Independent person. Anyways, I'm Flower, aka Rose. I almost said fish. Nope, that's not me. But see, what's my fun fact? My fun fact is that I've gotten really obsessed with eating stir fry recently, and I don't know why. The end. Do your intro.
I had no idea what you said.
Okay.
Translation, can you tell I'm bitter that I've asked multiple people in my life who happen to be men to help me do these things, and then they don't, so, you know. Anyways, my name is Fish, aka Stingray. I'm actually Fish. I'm the fish here. Not the imposter over there.
I am eating you right now because there's shrimp in my stir fry. I'm eating shrimp.
I'm gonna continue on, and I'm gonna ignore that.
Well, I do have you in a tank in my island house in Stardew Valley, so.
My fun fact of the day is that, let me take you through my Spotify top 10 artists of all time. Of all time. I've had this Spotify account since at least 2016. Right. Mind you, this is all top. Number 1, Taylor Swift, obviously.
Yeah.
2, let me preface. Taylor, I've been listening to my entire life. Literally my entire life. Halsey is number 2. I've been listening to Halsey since I was 12. Okay. Paris, number 3. I've been listening to Paris since I was 12. 5 Sauce. I've been listening to 5 Sauce since I was 12. They're number 4. And number 5 is Pierce the Veil. I've been listening to since I was 12 years old. And
okay,
here's the new development.
We're gonna talk about this. Why were you listening to all these musicians? The only one I accepted is 5 Sauce. What is happening when you were 12? I know, but, like, still. Bestie. Bestie, please. Meanwhile, I'm listening to, like, classic music and whatnot. Listen to people play the
Anyways,
violin.
the new development. Number 6. Take a wild guess.
Sleep Token.
Yes! Here's the thing. I've only been listening to Sleep Token and the next band, consistently for about a year to a year and a half. That's fucking insane, considering all the other ones that are on this list. Take that into consideration. How long I've been listening to this, and how long I've had the Spotify account. And then number 7, Bad Omens. Once again, same time frame as Sleep Token. What the fuck? Am I okay in my head? No. And then number 8 is Issues, aka my whole fucking personality, aka Stingray Affliction. You get the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've been listening to them off and on, but more consistently the last few years. But I've been listening to them for like years. Phoebe Bridgers, I've been listening to since 2020. That makes sense. I'm a sad gay bitch, you know.
Shit,
Number
really?
10, The Story So Far. What?
Shit, really? You're a sad gay bitch? I didn't know that.
Oh my god. And then number 10 is The Story So Far. I do in fact like pop punk music. And I really got into them last year. It's fine. Like, yeah, I listened to like Clairvoyant for how many years? Forever and a day. And like occasionally one of their other songs. But like last year, the year before, whatever, I really got into them. So, you know. And I'm mentally ill. That's the conclusion of that.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck? How are they in my top 10? And like, Spirit Box isn't in my top 10, but they're in my top 15.
Hey, bestie.
What?
Look at the call.
I am. I see your face. And I see a Bella dog. I think she needs a kiss on her head.
You a baby? You can't lick the bowl. It's a little too spicy for you. I don't want you to hurt yourself. It doesn't matter if it hurts my tummy. It matters if it hurts your tummy. Okay,
I would give her a bite out of my bowl, for real.
Well, you're not eating spicy food.
Yeah, I am.
Oh my god, don't do that to my poor dog. I don't think she'd eat your food, though.
You don't even know what's in my bowl.
I know there is spinach.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't like spinach.
Does she like broccoli?
Not really.
Does she like corn?
A little bit?
Does she like tomatoes?
No, she hates tomatoes.
Does she like Greek yogurt?
Yes.
Does she like ground beef?
Yes.
See, there you go. There's stuff in here she could have.
Okay, this is very much stream of consciousness podcast. I'm doing this from memory because I can't pull it up because the dog's in the way. It's very important that you see the dog. So my camera's turned at a weird angle. In today's episode, we are talking about They by K. Dick, a book that I learned was published originally in 1977. Yesterday, when I started it. Or when I read it.
That's when I figured it out too. I was like, damn.
And the fact that she wrote it before then, too, like, it just took her years to get it published. And then, like, basically, after, like, the first round, they didn't continue. And so, like, it only got back into circulation in, like, the past decade. Which is wild to me, because, like, Bessie, that book hit too hard to home sometimes, you know? And whatnot. But yeah, it is a very gay. I don't think we ever know the gender of the main character.
Not that I noticed.
The narrator, yeah, we don't know their gender, which is cool. The author was confirmed gay, like she lived with her long-term partner / girlfriend, because she died in 2001, shortly after.
We love gay people.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing. Also, I love how this is the second book for this podcast that we've read that has an intro by Carmen Maria Machado.
And I love the intro. It was so good. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I literally was looking up, because I was like, there's a chance that this one has a summary online, right? And there's a whole entire article for The Guardian about this, like, interviewing Carmen Maria Machado about it. And whatnot. So, you know, good times. But yes, when I started it, I didn't see the connection to the Hunger Games she was making. I did see the Handmaid's Tale. Like, so obvious. I didn't see the Hunger Games, but, like, now think about it, I'm like, yeah, makes sense. Basically,
I think it has to do with those are, like, the most popular dystopian things out there.
Yeah, because, like, she talks about how, in this article, dystopian tropes are kind of a thing now, but like this is before all those things were tropes, and whatnot. And so basically, the moral of the story is they walked so that Handmaid's Tale and Hunger Games could run. Right? That's the moral of my story. There's not much plot-wise to talk about. This is very much more of a literary vibe type book about a all-encompassing they, which is kind of like the overarching government.
Me, I am the all-encompassing they.
Where basically single people usually are not liked. If you live alone, they don't like you type thing. But also artists, there's a line in like the first third where some kid goes, "What's a newspaper?" And I went, "Oh shit." Like that's just one line, and I was like, "Okay, I get the vibe of this. Okay, yeah." But basically,
the fact that we would be murdered because we're
possibly murdered. So there's like this thing where art isn't allowed. Art is generally burned. There's like little pockets.
We're artists and we're very
creative people.
We're very
and solitary.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
If you're both solitary and an artist, you're a hot take out there. Which is kind of like the main character, the narrator, is solitary and an artist, a writer, and whatnot. So like art is not accepted in general. Usually, a lot of the time, burned, and whatnot. And like your first offense, quote unquote, is like it tells the story of this one girl who they came and burned all her paintings. And in payment, like she tried to like stop them, and so in like payment, they like burned her arm, like held her arm over the flames for a whole 8 minutes. I think, was that or is it poetry? It may have been poetry that was hers. But basically they, like, her arm's fucked. She can't use it, because, like, for obvious reasons, right? So then she's, like, relearning how to do it with her left arm. It's very much the story of, like, when art isn't as appreciated as other forms of, work in society, how do you continue to do it, and whatnot. Like one of the guys who used to be an artist, switched to building boats because it's like kind of a creative skill, right? And it's like a family skill and whatnot, but it's safer because they recognize it as something that needs to be done. There's another guy who's an architect, and so like they keep him around because like you need buildings, right? And whatnot, and then they continue to test him by, like, making him build these, communes, which is basically where, also around your first offense, usually a lot of the time, they will take you and put you in this commune where they will basically empty you out as a human. The way I viewed it was, in Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location, the only one...
Oh my god!
The only one I've seen the full playthrough of, when there's, like, a scooping machine where they empty out your insides and whatnot, of the machines to, like, reset them because they aren't working properly. They scoop it out. It's basically scooping out the personality of these machines. And that's basically what they do in this book. They basically do that, erasing your memories and your personality and whatnot. And, like, then the person has to try to remember or just try to live their lives. They're basically nothingness. And just follow the rules.
Could this be, like, adjacent to lobotomies?
Yes, could. I didn't talk about the content warnings for this. Whoops. There is, animal abuse and cruelty, death, violence, torture, grief, physical abuse, fire, and fire injury, domestic abuse, yeah. So, basically the main character is, like, trying to survive. They have a house, on the coast that's been in their family long enough where, like, the overarching they, accepts it because, like, it's been there for long enough and whatnot, but, occasionally people do come and question her because I say her, I don't know what the pronouns are for the narrator. The narrator, I'm just gonna say the narrator. The narrator, lives alone with a dog, and so, solitary people are also not accepted.
That's so me, I say as if I don't live with my mother.
I know, right? And so that's, like, a whole thing. And so, basically, there was also a thing where there was a burning of a bunch of art that the narrator's books were in, and so hasn't started writing really. Whenever the narrator does write, the writing is just then ripped up immediately afterwards and whatnot.
Hear me out. You're not in this situation, so you don't have an excuse not to write.
Shut up. And whatnot. A lot of like all these artist friends trying to raise their families and live their lives and do what they want to do, be the creative people they are, while the overarching they is trying to basically kill them. There's like also a thing where if you fight back, run away, more than one offense, they straight up kill you. There's multiple characters that like you see die, like you hear them get shot, stuff like that. There's the girl who got her arm burned. I think it's like a thing where because it was like her second offense at one point, they may have killed her, and whatnot. So there's like the son of a group of artists was killed, like all this stuff. There's also like a thing where because communication, like so solitary, they don't like people who are solitary, but they also don't want you to communicate with other people. So they basically no phones, and the post office only works like 2 days a week or something like that. And they read every letter that goes in and out. So, all this stuff.
Back in the closet.
I love that for you. Yeah, it's like very interesting. Very much a.
We didn't say what we rated it.
I rated it 4.25 stars. It very much gave me when people in a liberal arts college I went to, would be like all high and mighty artsy arts people who, you know, the vibe, who are like, read this book because like artsy art, blah 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 blah. And a lot of the times, like either for class or just because someone brought it up and I was like, that intrigues me, and I would then read that thing and then I'd be like, this is so mid, it's like 3 stars, why are you, like, where the crawdad thing is a very good representation of this for some reason to me, that, like, I absolutely did not like at all, but all these people were like, it's so artsy art, and blah, 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 and I was like, no, and I didn't like it. This is very much one where, like, I actually wish I read in my liberal arts college, because, like,
yes.
It very much gives the type of thing that would be taught there. I'm surprised my favorite teacher did not have us read this book, because it really does give me something he would have us read, and whatnot. So, yeah. Also, it's very fast, so, like, if you want to read it, do it. The audiobook is really good. The narrator did a great job.
Yes. I gave it, what did I give it, 3 stars?
3.5.
Oh. Well, I did very much enjoy the first half, but, like, somewhere between the 50 and 75%, it kind of lost me a little bit. Mm-hmm. But my brain not as big as Rose, so.
Yeah, a lot of this is just vibes and also just like understanding the everyday horror of these people. The narrator at the end, I believe, I read this like less than 24 hours ago. Like 12 hours, a little over 12 hours ago. Or was it less? I don't know. One of the two. Did I finish this book? And I'm, like, trying to remember the ending. But basically, their narrator, there's, like, this new thing where, you can turn yourself in to go to, like, the, commune-type space to be scooped out. And so...
I just have to say, co-star is so rude.
And so the narrator...
Look at this shit.
The narrator has, like, a lot of lovers. There's, like, a lot of, like, people sleep around, living their lives, romance and art coinciding, you know. Someone who went to a liberal arts college, yeah. But one of their, because the narrator lives on the coast, a lot of people visit the narrator. Sometimes the narrator visits other people. There's like this windmill that a bunch of artists go to, including the narrator, and the owner calls themselves the Miller, that's what I think he calls himself, because, like, he turns the artists in, but keeps their art hidden, so, like, the people in the future can, see the art and understand, what society was like, right? What is the
terrible, it was terrible.
Today, Rosalie is finding it hard to remain settled. Help them change it up and think before they speak. If you have something to say, say it in person. But you gotta come out of my walls to say it to me in person.
Yeah, fuck co-star. I don't know what I'm saying to you in person. It's gonna take me about 5-7 business days.
Yeah, it's about 7 business days to get here, yeah. And you're in, like, the part of Texas that's closer to me, too, so, like...
Yeah, Oklahoma's like 2 steps away, so...
The way that CoStar is telling me to use my label maker is broken. I can't use a label maker right now, CoStar.
You have a label maker?
Yeah, my mom bought it for me when I was, like, 18.
Well, get it fixed so I can come out the walls and use it.
My mom went to use it, and she's like, it's broken. I think the batteries need to be changed. I think that's the issue.
I wouldn't be surprised if she broke it.
There's little alligators you can print on it.
What?
Yeah, there's, like, little borders you can do, and there's, like, flowers and hearts and an alligator.
I love that.
I know, I need to appreciate it. That's why I brought it up.
Oh, alligator.
You may need to adapt your usual emotional responses to work for Stingray. You and Stingray are able to communicate your fears to each other. Swear a blood oath to each other.
Okay, bet. Win. I'm ready.
I'm not doing blood oath with you. I'm sorry.
Wow, that's so rude.
Not on the same
I
day.
can't believe we don't want to do a
Carol
blood oath. Can we do it? Can we do it on Halloween? No, there's a Friday the 13th. Gosh, there's so many options. This month is it's so good.
I know.
What episode is going up on Friday the 13th?
Give me a hot second. Maybe I don't think it's this one. Watch if it's this one. Nah, it's not this one. It's Hyde.
Oh, fuck off.
This is the week after Hyde.
I'm the 18th like on the sleep token, folks.
Oh my gosh.
I was posted 9 minutes ago. Oh, maybe I wasn't, because now it has 345. But it said 18 when I liked it, whatever. Oh, Vessel. I would pet him on his head. Can I? Okay, hear me out. Vessel, I would pet on his head.
Okay.
Well, like, it's weird to just say 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, hello? Like, I just read them as their little Roman numerals. You know, Mr. I would be scared of him. I'm a little bit intimidated by him. 3? He's a little baby. I would also pat him on his head. And, Mr. Ivy himself, listen. Listen. Anyways,
I had to
oh my god! Oh my god, look at this picture! Look at this picture! If it didn't sit on the right one, it's slide floor. Please look at the picture. It's in on the right one. Look at it. Look at it. Okay. What the fuck?
Oh, okay. I was gonna talk about thirsty mermaids for 0.5 seconds, but...
Why is he wrapped around this pole? Ah!
Stop. Get some help.
Oh my god. I'm so normal. I'm so
I don't think you are. Stop sending me sleep token. Please. I'm gonna
Do you understand?
Sleep token.
Fuck you. You're so mean. I'm so normal. I'm breathing normally.
Just imagine, in the universe of they, sleep token wouldn't exist.
Fuck you.
Because, like, an opera singer was scooped out. Do you really think they would allow sleep token?
Yes.
No.
Okay, but I feel like Vessel would do it anyways. He's that type of bitch.
Yeah.
He's so real.
But yeah, no, there's...
I love how you just agreed. You're just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Anything to get you to shut up with a fucking sleep token.
Because there's, like, characters, some artist friends who are like, you gotta do art no matter what, because it matters for those in the future to understand what's been happening to us, and then there's those who are like, surviving is more important, so it's like, the difference between living and surviving is a theme in this, you know, good times. This is gonna be a short episode. I mean, what can I talk about?
Maybe someone will listen to it for once.
The audiobook's like under 3 hours, and it's not much plot. It's very much more themes, which I've already talked about, so like, what else am I gonna say? It's good. I like it. I recommend. It's a fast read.
Can you explain the last quarter to me?
The last quarter. Okay, so that was after I got ready for bed. I don't know because I don't remember much.
Okay, can you explain the ending to me?
Uh, the ending was basically the narrator's artist friend coming to visit, right? And them taking walks and whatnot, seeing another person get murdered, and for their art, and then he tells the narrator there's a new system in place because they're like coming up with new laws all the time, where basically because there's like one where like new houses are being built and you have to move into these houses, and if you aren't, then you are scooped out, basically, and children will be moving into these houses with or without their parents, so you better move in, type thing. So there's like this new bill or law or whatever where you can turn yourself in to be scooped, so that the people don't get suspicious of you or whatnot. And so he volunteered himself so that the narrator has enough time to escape. And
Yeah, I didn't pick that up at all.
Sure.
I understand that people were like volunteering to be scooped and forced into these halls, but I didn't. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, instead of being like forced into, the chances are they won't destroy as much of your art and whatnot. There's also a thing where the narrator has been travels throughout the first like 3/4 of the book, taking other people's arts pieces and whatnot, and taking them home with the narrator, and then the narrator will keep them and whatnot. So it's like very much like the narrator is a new house for this art, and so like by turning himself in to protect the narrator, it's also like protecting all this other art by other people and whatnot, all this poetry and paintings. There's like a sculpture, all this stuff.
Yes.
All these books. Yeah, I'm scanning this Guardian article about this. So, oh my god, this article came out in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think it's just too big brain for me.
I'm pretty sure this Guardian article is just Carmen Maria Machado's intro to the actual book. But yeah, that's this book. I mean, there's not much to talk about for this book because there's not
It's a
much
short
plot,
book,
and it's really short. Which is why I said this is gonna be a short episode when I was talking to you about it earlier.
That's why the sleep token rant was necessary.
Okay, what's your next rant?
I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of sleepy.
Oh, okay, so you don't want to talk about the Hunger Games movies, which are still free on YouTube right now?
Oh,
you watch
fuck.
them tonight?
No, because that means you can't watch them without me.
You say that, but I do, like, every few months.
You're so mean.
You think I'm not gonna watch Catching Fire when I have free access to Catching Fire? Are you kidding me? That movie is a masterpiece.
It's literally the best one, yeah, I know.
It's so good. I love that movie so much. Listen, every time I would
The last time I watched it, I had to watch it 2 times in a row just to soak it all in.
But I have always been, like, very oh my god about the, PETA if it weren't for the Baby Malark scene. And,
yes.
And then recently everyone's been dying about that on the internet. And I'm like, guys, I've been known. It's like when everyone, during the pandemic, when, Pride and Prejudice was on Netflix briefly, and everyone freaked out about the hand clenching scene. And I'm like, guys, I've been knowing since I was 12. Like,
hear me out. That scene, and then the Pearl scene, and then the scene where Peter almost dies. Those are the 3 scenes. Those are the big 3.
Yes. Also, I just like the movie better than the book for Catching Fire, just because hearing it described.
I don't remember the book.
I've read it in the past,
it's been
like,
so. I haven't reread them in a while, so if I ever fucking finish the Heroes of Olympus, me and Jericho can read the fucking Hunger Games. God damn.
I mean, I have had the read Mark of Athena or finish Mark of Athena on my to-do list, literally actual to-do list, for like over a month now, and I am.
Bestie.
How many?
Jerica's on the last book because we're supposed to be on the last book.
We're so behind.
No, fuck you. I started Mark of Athena September 13th. I read 3%. And I still have not read any more.
And you have the audiobook too, bestie.
And it's almost the load is almost expired too. I have like 2 days left on it.
We need so much help in our heads.
I read every other book, so I only have 2 more books to read for this month for the podcast.
Yeah.
And then I have 3 buddy reads with Jerica, and then a 4th one because we're doing double books this month because a spooky book, you know, and then our buddy read. I'm so fucking fine.
I believe in you. Yeah.
That's all.
Sounds about right. Good old Mark of Athena. I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say about Catching Fire. Reading it, hearing about the arena, it's very hard for me to imagine. But like the movie does it spectacularly. Like I don't like how they left out the fact that the game maker for that year tells Katniss basically about the clock thing with his watch, and that's how she clicks in her brain. I do miss that in the movie, but like,
hear me out. I do enjoy the movies because I cannot see images in my head, so I can't, like, you know, some people read books. People read books and they see movies in their heads. No, I just have dialogue.
Every time you say this, it clicks in my brain why you like character-based books more, because that makes sense. Meanwhile, I'm out here like, I'd rather...
But also, hear me out. A book has to be good if I can't visualize it in my head, and I'm saying it's good. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like, every time someone's like, imagine an apple, I would just think about an apple. I didn't think you were supposed to actually picture an apple.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I can see, like, very faint outlines, but that's about it.
I love that for you. I picture things too well sometimes. My brain is my own
I'm
enemy.
so glad I can't picture things. I would have killed myself a long time ago. Genuinely. That's a fact.
Me last night in my dreams. God damn it. What was my dream? I didn't even tell you what any of them were, but God, let me tell you. I woke up after one dream, and I went, this is hell. Why did my brain do this to me? I know I went to bed slightly anxious because of life stuff that I was telling you about, but then, like, why would my anxiety brain do this to me? Went back to sleep like an hour later, woke up to you saying okay or something to me, and because I was telling you about tea, because like while I was awake for that 1 hour, I replied to your message about tea, and then you messaged okay at like 8 in the morning for me, and I woke up to that message from another really bad dream that I did not like, and I was like, good God, I hate it here. Anyways, I don't dream often,
and I said,
so that's a thing.
Yeah, neither do I. And usually when I do, it's weird and fucked up.
Yeah, same. Like that time
and
I had a
when
dream
you said
keeping an alien in a tiny little bottle around my neck.
What?
You know, like fairy bottle necklaces type
Yes!
thing? That, but like an alien was in it.
What the fuck?
I don't know what to tell you.
What the fuck?
I remember because my favorite college professor was like, hey, write a story about dreaming. And I was like, God, I don't have any dreams, and the most memorable one I have is this one, so I'll just write this one. And he went, what, are you okay? And I went, I don't know. And then he was like,
sorry, what does that even mean? I'm sorry, how can we interpret that dream, and what does it mean? Like, honestly, like, 100%.
Look, want me to get out my dream books that tell you what your dreams mean? Do you have
Yes.
Yeah, give me a hot minute, Mom. I know. I'm almost gonna do my nails, so we gotta end on me telling you what aliens mean. It's based off of one word, so we're gonna go with alien. In this dream book from my grandmother.
Can you do a couple for me? 2.
Sure. You gotta think of them fast, because I gotta go do my nails.
Okay.
The way I'm trying to remember the alphabet?
A L.
I also forgot how to spell alien because I thought it went AI. Nope.
A-L-I-E-N, bestie.
If you dream of being friendly to an alien or foreigner, you will find a sum of money that will lead to a succession of worthwhile business deals. Well, that was like 3 years ago, so no. I'm in debt now.
Okay, I have 3.
Okay.
Chase.
Let me find the C's. That's B. Bookworm. Candle, captive, cat, chili, so that's a little bit. I would like, Chase's weight.
What?
There it is. If you dream of being a participant in a chase of any kind, it means that you will have to work hard for a living, but that you will acquire enough money eventually to retire and live on the income. I think that means we're going to get a redacted sponsorship.
Okay, maze?
Okay, G. Okay, slip right past it, but I am...
G?
Yes, I got slipped through. They're in alphabetical order. Maze. C, labyrinth. Thank you. Now I gotta go find labyrinth. There we go. To lose your way into the tangled path of a labyrinth is important of having to untangle a problem of your own making. If there appear to be wild beasts in the labyrinth, you will be beset by difficulties purposely thrown in your way by enemies.
No, the things in there are people, so.
I mean, those are monsters in their own way.
Okay, Tate Langdon. And then school.
School, oh boy.
Should we do a 4th one, too? For
no,
shits
I don't
and
got time
giggles?
for this, bestie. Oh, it's gonna kill me.
Is it even I don't even know who would be in the book.
To dream of being young and going to school protects an enjoyable encounter with an old friend who lives a long distance from you. Me? If the school burns in your dream, you will have a temporary streak of luck during which you should save as much money as possible.
Those don't apply, but thanks.
You're welcome. And that is the dream book my grandmother gave me like 3 years ago. And that's how
you should look for father.
No, we're not. I gotta go. Yeah, my mom's gotta do my nails for me, so I gotta go. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
That's how I always end it now.
Yeah, I know it is.